Same way you'd watch a football match, you can hear the crowd, everyone's cheering the team on, you make friends, these are people you talk to, you play with online. It's all about community, it's being part of something that you're incredibly passionate about.
Running for Baron though right now, trying to establish vision control and force NKT to take that ambition.
Ambition steals the Elder Dragon. He gets away with the lives.
This is a 4-Drake Elder Dragon. He lives. Ambition saves the game once again.
So that was an older video from the League of Legends YouTube channel that focused a lot on the struggle the players and the organization have had to go through to get esports recognized as something larger than just gaming. Well, now the players are making history again. Reporting from Passion Fruit on Monday, professional League of Legends players in the North American League Championship Series, the LCS, voted to walk out just ahead of their summer season, beginning this Thursday. The vote, which was in response to a highly criticized recent rule change from developer Riot Games to no longer force franchise teams to field an amateur roster and allow younger players a shot at breaking into the scene. So here's some more information about the vote.
Within 5 minutes of the 8:30 start time, they had every player in the LA time zone, so where this meeting was taking place, on the call. They had expected 52 players, and they had 100% attendance from those 52 players. During the meeting, reportedly, 10 different players spoke up to voice why it was so important to them. These players included veteran stars all the way to the most vulnerable positions and everything in between, all asking and calling on their other players to join in a vote of yes for the lockout. I don't know the final number on this, but I will say that within less than 60 minutes of the meeting started, the LCSPA put out a statement saying that they had overwhelmingly voted yes.
We're going to bring in some context here about what's going on with the LCS. Here's a statement from the LCS Players Association. They posted this on Twitter. The walkout vote has overwhelmingly passed. This is not a decision LCS players have come to lightly. Countless discussions and debates were held between all LCS players in the week leading to this historic vote. One thing is clear from those conversations. Our players want to play and compete above all else. Joining hands to put competition aside is a testament to the significance and urgency of the issues at hand. We stand at an impasse because actions were taken by Riot without prior communication or discussion with LCS players. The LCSPA sincerely hopes Riot will avert this walkout by joining us in the coming days to have open and transparent discussions so that we can forge collaborative solutions to ensure the best futures for the LCS and the NACL. So here's a little context of the League of Legends and the LCS. Reporting from Passion Fruit again. League of Legends is a PC game developed by Riot Games where the goal is to join a team of 4 other players to destroy an enemy base using one of those 163 unique champions. You control characters like magical archers, giant polar bears, or chain-wielding mages. Though it was released in 2009, the game is still incredibly popular, boasting around 150 million players in the past month, according to Active Player. The LCS was created in 2013, offering a fully professional ring for the game's top players to compete in. The LCS scene quickly grew with high stake tournaments pulling in millions of viewers and teams pulling in sponsorships from brands like Grubhub, Logitech, and Samsung. In 2018, the league became franchised, offering a select group of teams a permanent spot for $10 million. Top players became celebrities and content creators, earning record salaries. Luka, or Perks, Perkovic was paid more than $2 million in 2021 for Team Cloud9, and whose Sword Art, Shuo-Chieh, received a $6 million year contract in 2020, and he left the year after. Jordy, I want to bring you in here. Do you watch the League of Legends players? How familiar are you with this?
I don't watch it. I'm not familiar with it at all, but I know it's really popular. And what this represents is both these players looking out for each other and recognizing that they are making League of Legends, they're making all of the companies who are affiliated with these events a ton of money, and they're not seeing as much as they should, but also the feeder system to bring people up, which I thought was really interesting. And you see that in other union drives too. You see, I think it was the John Deere strike a couple years ago now at this point, where older union members were arguing to classify everyone together because they knew it would help younger workers earlier in their tenure, later on down the line. And that's really, really heartwarming. If that's how this is structured, that these people were looking for this amateur league, and they were fighting, people who were established fighting for that league to get them in that feeder system to eventually have careers of their own. That's really admirable, because I think they all recognize that's how they came up. And I think you need to see that type of solidarity across seniority in all of these types of union efforts.
Yeah, I'm sorry for getting these gamer tags wrong for Luca and Swordart, but $2 million a year, $6 million a year. These folks are raking in a lot of money, but I think the framing, you said union, that's exactly what I thought. This is basically a union. They are workers. They're the people who are playing this game owned by Riot, making it relevant. And it seems to be a good example of the power of collective bargaining. It sounds to me that they think that these folks, Riot, are going to come to the table with LCS. So we'll see what happens there. Power to the gamers who are also workers.